Yeah, I can. Definitely something I get used to.
The rules that we live by here at UN. You can come to Miami, and for 3 or 4 years while you're in Miami, you can compete for championships every year. Or you can go somewhere else and get your ass kicked by Miami every year you play. And that's it.
Yeah.
We're 4 plays away from being 7-0 and ranked. Who knows where we're ranked? Same kids, same everything.
Till I can get my...
Yeah, I can. Definitely something I get used to.
It's that party culture, Leroy. There's so much partying going on.
There's a lot of partying off the field, not a whole lot of partying on the field.
So much partying going on off the field.
Everybody has to own 7 and 6.
I'm sorry, man. I can't believe that was a real thing. I love that guy.
Oh, God. He got a little Tobin in him.
Who, McKicken?
No.
Who?
Manny.
Manny?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has to own 7 and 6.
Really? That sounds something. Really? May have dodged the bullet?
We're 4 plays away from being 7-0 and ranked.
Well, you guys know LSU. LSU lost to Troy. Don't forget about that. Who could forget? LSU lost to Troy. May's got the glow sticks. The glow sticks are just there so you're just distracted. You're looking
Right.
at...
Two years ago, Troy went to Baton Rouge and beat LSU. Right now is the #1 team in the country. So things can change.
Oh, can they? Hey, Van Dyke, what are you doing? You hitting the books? Hit this line.
He looks like he's 12.
Somebody's going to ask what the turnover chain is. We pawned it for blow. Won't have it this week. Sorry, guys. You guys can use our touchdown rings. We never use them. Don't worry, defense.
Yeah, the rebuild is probably taken out of context. The rebuild is a rebuild of our confidence. That's what we're rebuilding.
Man. That guy's on skates. He should play for the Panthers.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done, my friend.
Oh, man. Well, what are you going to do? Hey, partying in Miami.
Nothing.
Go figure.
Here's why. You can't play football now, so there's nothing you can do.
Yep.
Nothing you can do but eat it. That's it. Ooh.
Unbelievable.
Maybe Butcher be
Just
the coach.
tuning in via the app.
Yeah.
It's working. Excellent.
Good.
Listening to you guys bash the Canes football program.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the protectors of the Miami Heat have told all the fans how phony the Heat are by now.
Phony at what?
Like, what are you talking
Wait,
about?
we established that they haven't been playing defense good and they can't rebound.
I mean, phony at what? Like, you're going to try and compare the Canes season to the Heat season? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, well.
How much would the Canes fan kill to have a phoniness that they could go by? A fake 8-4, a fake 9-3, something to lift themselves up. This is 6-7, sir.
2017, man. I'd kill for that.
Sir, you are 6-7. Stare at that app. Stare at your ass. I mean, you want to talk about phony? How much would the Canes fan kill for a phony season to live off of right now instead of being smacked in the face with under 500? You want to put the Canes program as opposed to the Heat of the last 2 decades? Let's pump the brakes, my friend. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I mean, good God, the phoniness of the Heat. They had a couple of bad losses. Terrible. Ruined my weekend, quite frankly. Not even Jonathan Huberdeau becoming the all-time Panthers leading scorer could save the weekend for me. I was bummed out. But my God. Oh, I mean, there's nothing worse than fan of another local team that lashes out at another local team to try and make themselves feel better. It's like, well, you think that you think you're gonna sit here and bash the Canes? What about the phony Heat, bro? It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe we should focus on your program and how you have all the former players defending themselves, partying their asses off, mad at somebody snitching to Barry Jackson, rather than the fact that people are out there partying their asses off. Like, that's crazy to me. That you have Brad Kaya and DJ Dallas and Amon Richards are out here. They're like, who's snitching? And I'm like, who's snitching? Why are you guys out here having lady pyramids the week of FIU? You can't wait a couple weeks. It's almost over. You're sitting here.
You can't.
You're riding on the trapeze that live.
Here. You're taking the small issue and trying to avoid the bigger issue. The bigger issue is if you have a snitch in the locker room, that is never good. Now, what you're talking about are issues.
Yeah.
Right? I would say the issues that they're having comes from leadership.
But this is here's the thing where I disagree with you.
Right.
Their problem is there's a snitch in the locker room. Why can't the players just handle it themselves? That's the point. You guys haven't. You guys have been terrible police of each other.
No.
All you guys who want to say some of the best Canes teams were player coach. Yeah, because they held each other accountable, which you guys haven't. So all you old timers who want to sit here and be like, who's out here snitching? I don't know.
You think it's okay?
I think it's.
I tell you what. Based on you saying that's okay, that locker room would get even more toxic.
How? How can you be more toxic than losing to FIU? How, Leroy? I ask you how.
Hey,
there's nowhere to go. You guys are not at rock bottom. You've hit the rock, got out your drill, and are going through granite. There's nowhere else to go. So all you former alumni who want to sit here and say, man, I can't believe somebody went to Barry Jackson and told him what he said. You're missing the point. The point is, all you guys had the opportunity to police this, and you didn't.
Doesn't that go on the head coach, though? He's supposed to be the adult.
Sure it does. Okay. Sure it does.
Okay.
Absolutely it
all
does.
Right.
But all these guys who want to be big boys, they want to be grown-ups. They want to act like they're Sean Taylor and Clinton Portis, and they want to act like they're Kings. You're not. You're wearing pajamas. You're wearing costumes.
You know who they're acting like? Their coach.
This isn't their coach, though. These are guys who didn't play for him.
No. This team.
Yeah.
Acting like their coach. So what you're basically saying, without saying it, is the problem is leadership.
Yes.
Not from the players, but
what I find laughable is that you think that these guys realize that they've been bad leaders, and they're like, why would you tell anybody that we've been bad leaders? That's stupid. You're going to get mad at somebody for telling the truth and say, hey, Barry, here's what's up. These guys, they're all partying their asses off.
How many team sports did you play?
Not for a while, man. It's been since high school.
No, I know, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying that because there needs to be a certain bond, good, bad, that there's a level of things that you can expect from your teammates. One, not going to snitch on you, not going to call you out, right? As part of being a part of that group. Now, if there's a problem with all that other stuff, that comes from the top, because that is the one person that can put that on lockdown right away.
I get it, but here's but when the problem occurs is when you guys claim that we could have just policed this ourselves.
No. Well, no, when you say
didn't, but you didn't.
No. When you say that, there's proof you couldn't.
Right.
But I don't go to. I'm not asking at any point in time a player to be a coach. And that's what you're saying now. Oh, the police. No,
that's what they're saying. They say plenty of teams have been.
I don't
been player policed.
No.
Well, you didn't.
Okay, those were the teams that were winning. Those were the teams that you knew the type of personalities that were in that locker room. Okay, there's none of that here because there's nobody that earned it except for maybe a couple of guys that you could even think of.
No, you earn it when you break records against Louisville, and then it's earned. Go out and party.
No,
go out.
I'm talking about a guy like DJ Dallas. Okay, if he were to come in there and say, "Hey, you guys got to stop doing that," but a good coach, what he does is he'll go to somebody like that and say, "Hey, here's what the problem is. Why don't you, I need you to say something because this is something that you guys need to control yourself." A coach will come and go to a player, go to the leaders and say, "Hey, this is what needs to happen." Now, if those leaders are also in on that, then you have to take control of that. But again, that's initiated from the top. You see what I mean? A lot of these guys think they're leaders. A lot of these guys, because they've been stars on teams, come into an environment like they are leaders, but they're not. Okay? That's where a coach comes in. Where you tell guys. A lot of coaches will tell you, right? Hey, How do you take care of this? How do you take care of I don't. The players do.
Yeah, I get it, man. But I just think that at this point, you've hit the point where you've lost in your own city to the little brother. Like, there's nothing else left.
Look, they've had embarrassing losses. They got embarrassing losses this year.
The most embarrassing.
The most embarrassing.
That's the most embarrassing.
Okay, that's fine. But you know what? I'm also not a big fan of after the fact coming in. You know what? Because are you telling me nobody in that building knew what the issues were?
Oh, sure they did.
Why didn't anybody do anything?
I don't know. Coach said.
Do you think the coach knew?
The coach said at the end of the year that there were some cultural things that need to be fixed.
Oh, really? Should have probably been doing that.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
Because guess what? Here's an amazing thing. There was no guarantee he was going to have a job at the end of the year.
True.
So why wouldn't you do something about that? To at least show you know what you're doing. Now, we have to go into year 2 with another blind leap of faith, hoping that he can do the things he said he could do, which has been 0 for 1,000 so far.
But here's the other thing, though. Like, I would imagine that in a lot of those locker rooms, like, the quarterback is supposed to be the leader. If there's a problem in the quarterback room of guys partying,
it seems like there's only like 4 guys.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, that's horrible. You can't look. In any situation where I knew the quarterback was a party animal, that team probably wasn't that good. Right? Is that right? I mean, you can have some crazies at every other position. Offensive lineman, linebacker, DB, wide receiver, running back, right? But if your party guy plays quarterback, team's not usually going to pan out, right?